Deku vs. Muscular 2.0? Yes, please. What's up? It's Truth Hero, and welcome back to another My Hero Academia chapter review. So Boku no Hero Academia chapter 307 on the manga. This is kind of a short chapter which sets up something for the next chapter. But before this, we have our two favorite students from Ketsubutsu Academy trying to evacuate civilians from an area where a Tartarus Escapee has been seen. And of course, Deku showing up to save the day and face his next opponent. Let's dive in. The chapter opens with Shindo, and Nakagami Tatami on patrol in an area that a Tartarus Escapee was sighted in. They plan to evacuate citizens that haven't left or are too stubborn to move. If you remember, these two are actually from Ketsubutsu Academy, and we last saw them during the provisional license exam where all the schools wanted a piece of UA. Also, Deku actually had to pull Shindo to safety when Shoto and Inasa were fighting and their flames and wind got out of control. I guess it won't be the last time Deku pulls Shindo to safety. Shindo ensures Tatami that despite these civilians being stubborn and not listening to Hiro's orders and maybe even wanting to go it alone and do it themselves, as long as we have those smiles Miss Joke taught us, they'll come around. Cringe. I really like Tatami's character here. It reminds me a bit of Kami Utsushimi with the slang that she uses, and later when she says, "That's a nice L there, Yokun. That's quite the L there, my guy." Also, this roasting of Shindo is just made sweeter by the fact that she really is his guy. Shindo and Tatami are confirmed to be dating. Now, how serious a bunch of high school hero hopefuls are, or can be, I'm not sure, but I'm sure when this is animated, it'll make for some nice, sweet, on-screen interaction between these two. Some nice chemistry, and honestly, a much-needed reprieve, a moment of relaxation before yet another dramatic battle. I'm also very glad that we get to see Ketsubutsu Academy. We thought we might see Shiketsu, and perhaps we will in the future, but it's really nice to see what other students are doing besides just Class 1A and Class 1B, given this whole tragedy and what's happening in Hero Society. This comes with a slight teeny tiny caveat, and that is the fact that in light of all the heroes we've lost, and with so many just outright retiring, quitting, giving up, and some becoming just straight up cowards, the government of Hero Society now has to resort to smaller schools like Ketsubutsu just to evacuate civilians and save people that have been left behind in this situation, which is arguably the worst scenario that Hero Society has ever faced, I don't know, in the history of quirks. Now, I'm not saying that Ketsubutsu as an academy or their students aren't capable, but as we see, they're really no match for a Tartarus Escapee, and while it's nice to see them again, it really exemplifies how desperate Hero Society really is. I understand they can't call on Class 1A and Class 1B because every student is pretty much tired from the battle we just had, but it's a sad state of affairs where if one school isn't capable of showing up and then you lose pro heroes, basically your entire country is doomed by villains. So maybe it's time to, I don't know, get those study abroad programs going and recruit some American heroes and students. Speaking of desperation, Shindo pleads with these people to leave this building that they're holed up in, but to no avail. These people do not trust heroes. They want to defend themselves in light of the fact that there are no heroes around, and some are even using support items to do this. His message is just not going to get through to them. Also, why would they trust a bunch of kids? This is the best Hero Society can do? Honestly, I don't blame them. I wouldn't trust heroes if high schoolers were showing up and trying to get me to move away from my hometown, or trying to get me to leave and trying to tell me what the best course of action is in light of the fact that there are no heroes and villains are running around. But Shindo's not wrong. These people, sure, might be able to defend themselves against common street criminals and other villains and, you know, just run-of-the-mill types, but these are not regular villains. This is not a regular villain running around. This is an escapee from Tartarus, Japan's foremost prison for villains. So, yikes. Hey, Tatami calls it right though. Ooh, that's an L, bro. press F to pay respect. She really does remind me of Cammy. But I just love the fact that she's roasting her boyfriend on the job. Just imagine if you were doing something very professional, trying to go about your job, trying to save these people in a very professional manner, and your girlfriend's just roasting you. I don't know if I could do that. Tatami gets a call from Makabe, another student from Ketsubutsu, which suggests that this district may be near their high school, or again the hero class was summoned to protect it. It's bad news though. The Tartarus Escapee is headed straight for them. And who shows up? Who is this Escapee? Muscular! Okay, I won't do that again. I'm a bit hesitant to call this a fight, but when Shindo engages Muscular and Muscular just pounds him and destroys him into the ground, Shindo then tries to use his super move, which maybe vibrates Muscular like a new phone for a few seconds, and then Muscular proceeds to just add to his 12,000 layers of muscle fibers and renders Shindo completely useless. Tatami is pleading with these civilians. Just leave and do not engage this villain. Don't even try. And she's yelling and screaming, Yo-kun! Yo-kun! Don't forget, they're dating. She's watching Muscular do this to her boyfriend, and there is nothing she can do to help Shindo. But just when all hope looks lost, Deku swoops in and saves the day, pulling his twin brother, Shindo, to safety once again and confronting Muscular. Deku's next opponent in his All Alone I've Gone Vigilante arc will be none other than Muscular, and honestly I can't tell who's more excited about this, me or Muscular himself. I see he's rearing to go and nothing has changed. He just wants to kill. If Deku does not turn Muscular into a protein shake within the first 10 seconds of battling him, I'm sorry, but your boy lost a step in going off alone. Muscular has, been in Tartarus, not honing his skills and not doing anything, while Deku has fought Shigaraki and the League of Villains and gained 2 helpful new quirks, 3 Danger Sense, but he has Float, he has Black Whip, and now he gets to showcase these in a battle against, honestly, one of my favorite villains. I do expect Deku to wipe the floor with Muscular, but I'm wondering why they sort of built this up. What's Horikoshi thinking here? Maybe they're just trying to show how powerful Deku has become, because clearly Muscular is a very strong villain. Shindo is a pretty good hero. I mean, he's not to be trifled with. He does have a strong quirk, but I feel like Deku's going to own this fight 100%. It's going to be a quick fight. This will not be an arc. It's also going to be really exciting to see what Deku has learned in his sort of month away from UA and on his own. I really like this vigilante feel to him. People have been saying that he kind of looks like Stain, and I see it. He has the tattered clothes, and he's certainly doing things his way. I love the fact that he has his stupid little All Might mask down, and it doesn't look funny anymore. It doesn't look like the bunny ears and All Might's hair. It looks kind of savage, and I'm a fan of it. So I'm sure Deku will showcase his new powers if he's learned any, and this really just sets up the fact that Deku has gotten a lot stronger, and I'm sure we'll see him toss aside Muscular, and maybe it will show also in the next few chapters what the villains are doing and how this month has played out for them and maybe students at UA. But gotta say, I really like this vigilante renegade side of Deku. Anyway guys, that's what I got for you, but let me know down below in the comments, what's gonna happen in this fight between Deku and Muscular? Who do you want to win? No, I'm just kidding. But will Deku completely pulverize him, or will Muscular actually put up a fight? And what do you think's gonna happen now that there's really no heroes left? Will we see Shiketsu and more of Ketsubutsu Academy and other hero schools, maybe even some heroes from America? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you guys like My Hero Academia content and these chapter reviews, consider enrolling at UA today by subscribing. And until next time, hero, villain, or loner like Deku, plus ultra.